Hello, everybody. Hello again. This is Ke Chha Ta podcast, episode number 33. And today I am joined by a complicated idiot. A complicated idiot is a podcast where Niyati goes ahead and talks about all the sociological, psychological, and philosophical rants in her life that she experienced. And it's just basically a rant. And today I have Niyati, a complicated idiot, joining Ke Chha Ta podcast, a podcast where people in their late 20s talk about anything and everything going on in their lives. Niyati, welcome to Ke Chha Ta podcast.
Hi. uh, Thank you. I don't know why I'm laughing, but the introduction was really nice. Maybe that's why I'm laughing. People in their 20s talking about anything, everything, whatever comes in their head, just ranting the stuff out. Say better. But yeah, thank
Yeah,
you so much for having me.
thank you so much for just talking over like अस्ति कन्टेक्स्ट के छ भने यो पडकास्टको अलिकति यो एपिसोडको सानो एउटा कन्टेक्स्ट के छ भने आई ऱ्यान्टेड on my Facebook status about my school life, high school life, not higher secondary school life, but the high school life. And then Niyati, apparently, she also went to the same school I went to. And we're like, we went to that school. I was like, yeah. And then that's where the conversation started. And today's episode is more of a rant about what we kind of went through during our high school days. All right. So for starters, just to give you a small background, is we are talking about to a certain level an abuse of power by teachers. Number one. Only at the same time, we're also talking about how it does mentally affect us in our formative and growing years and how it has actually affected us. And at the same time, we're also talking about how seeing a daily occurrence of let's say, abuse from a senior person to from an adult to a child, how it affects our minds while growing up. So we will have a few incidents that we went through during our school days, just to give you an idea about how, I don't say messed up, but how it resulted in us being us. All right. Okay. Niyati, do you want to go ahead? Okay, let's
Yeah.
get you started with it.
So, जब तिमीले भन्यो नि it resulted us in being us. So you being के छ त, I being complicated idiot. Just a
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's start with a very 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 simple thing that used to happen in the school is that कि एउटा सेक्सनको बच्चाहरू अर्को सेक्सनको स्टुडेन्ट्ससँग अथवा बच्चाहरूसँग कुरा गर्न नमिले नपरिकन अर्को चाहिँ यतिसम्म कि एकजना केटा अर्को केटीसँग कुरा ओके माइन्ड यु दिस इज अ को एजुकेसन स्कुल ओके को एजुकेसन होइन
Oh,
दे आर
yeah.
लाइक दे आर एक्चुली सेङ ओके हाउ आर यु फिलिङ टुडे वी आर को एजुकेसन वेयर एभ्री वान इज स्टडिङ टुगेदर होइन अनि एकजना केटा अर्को केटीसँग
Yeah.
बोलेको टिचरले देख्यो भने त केटाको त बिचरा गाला रातो होइन यस्तो गाला रातो हुन्थ्यो होइन त्यो ठाउँमा छ
अनि केटीको चाहिँ like they were like shamed, like how could you, how dare you, क्लासरुमको ढोका बाहिर उभिएर तिमी कसरी एउटा केटासँग कुरा गर्न सक्यौ.
So things like those used to happen. And at the same point, to a certain point, bullied by the teachers. The funny thing here is we were bullied by the teachers, which was not a rare occurrence, but it was an occurrence. And a daily occurrence भन्न चाहन्छु म चाहिँ. So yeah, Niyati, go ahead with your experience about it.
So which experience do you want? Mild, severe?
And talking about ranting during our school times, let's just start with something very mild. होइन इन्टेन्सिटी पछि बढाउँदा होला सो आई रिमेम्बर यु वर टकिङ अबाउट द टाइम वेन यु वर एन्डोर्स्ड by the house in charge to be the house captain. But then the higher ups were like, no, 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 not her. Please go ahead, Niyati.
Oh yeah, no, 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 not her. Is because probably I did not fit into an ideal, an ideal match for somebody who could represent the house, basically the college house, who could like take the flag and march in the ceremony. Because maybe I was like little more rebel. I did not get 99% in maths, and also I was not a math student, so yeah, whatever. अनि किनभने I took physical education instead. So maybe I did not justify, like I was not the right fit for them because I did not match their expectations of being a good girl in their book, even though I knew that I was the best because I was sporty. I was good with people. I could speak to everybody. I could connect to them. uh, but then still I was not good enough for them because, well, I was too rebel, or maybe I was not perfect. I was not a topper good enough to be a house captain.
So you were
It's
not
okay.
academically strong enough for them to think that you were able to
Yeah,
lead.
I'm not academically strong enough. A and B also, I was a rebel. I questioned a lot. I questioned a lot, and I got troubled for questioning, even though my question were legit. I got
Yeah.
trouble. I got detained for questioning because they thought that I was misbehaving, which was wrong. But little did I know, I became a lawyer after that.
So it's like बच्चादेखि rebel गरेको कतै न कतै देखियो. So it's something something
Mm,
better for the future. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
That's what I was also
So,
also also kind of linking the हुन्छ नि ल ठिकै छ रेबल गरे पछि लयर बन्यो भनेर.
yeah,
Right.
probably they must be proud of me now. Like, oh,
Yeah.
हाम्रो product हामीले सिकाएर डिफेन्स गर्न सिकेको. Which
त्यही त.
reminds me, तिमीले एकदमै त्यो डिफेन्सको कुरा पनि भनिरहेको थियो नि कि how the school made us defensive about certain things, like एकदमै defensive भनेको थियो नि. So
Oh yeah, yeah. So it's the one thing to a
yeah.
point where when we're talking about the school, there was this problem where not say a problem. There was this incident. I mean, I was in grade 8, formative years still, and then we would speak our minds out. We would be like, हुन्छ नि अलिक चकचके थियौँ हाँस्थ्यौँ बढी घुलमिल गर्थ्यौँ होइन अनि कम्प्युटर क्लास भइरहेको थियो कि कम्प्युटर क्लास भइरहेको थियो अनि पछि हामी हाँसिरहेको थियौँ जोक गरिरहेको थियो हामी हाँसिरहेको थियौँ ठुल्ठुलो सोले हाँसिरहेको थियौँ होइन and then the computer teacher he comes over and he says who is laughing म त मिची मिची हाँसिरहेको छु म हाँसिरहेको छु कि अझ पनि किनभने द जोक वाज फनी आई डोन्ट रिमेम्बर द जोक बट इट
किन
वाज फनी
हाँसिरहेको तिमी?
okay
Okay.
okay the joke was funny I remember the joke but I would not like to say it out loud but it's okay like हुन्छ नि त्यो बेला ठ्याक्क GTA भाइस सिटी भन्ने गेम
Okay.
निस्केको थियो होइन अनि त्यसमै
Okay.
त्यही गेमको बारे कुरा गर्दा म हाँसिरहेको थिएँ ठुल्ठुलो सोले हाँसिरहेको टिचर्स लाइक वाइ यु लाफिङ अगाडि आइज भन्यो म अगाडि गएँ ओबिडियन्ट होइन ओबिडियन्स त ओहो अब हुन्छ नि ओबिडियन्ट त हुनु पर्यो हामी होइन त्यत्रो प्रेयर्स गर्थ्यौँ हामी बिहान बिहान त्वमेव माता पिता त्वमेव भनेर होइन अनि म गएँ अगाडि एन्ड देन द टिचर इज लाइक ल मलाई पनि हाँसेर देखाउ तिमी अनि म हाँसिदिएँ ठुलो स्वरमा हाँसिदिएँ क्लासको अगाडि होइन एन्ड देन वाट दिस टिचर डज इज हि टेक्स अ पेन पुट्स इट बिट्विन माई फिङ्गर्स पुट्स इज एन्टायर बडी वेट ओके अब तिमीले भने जस्तो रेबेल त रेबेल होइन अब हेर मलाई रुनु मन लागिसकेको थियो यस्तो दुखिरहेको थियो यस्तो दुखिरहेको थियो उहाँ रोइदिउँ भइरहेको थियो कि होइन बट नो आई वाज स्ट्रङ म स्ट्रङ हुनु परेको थियो सो आई डिड नट क्राई दुखिरहेको थियो मलाई आई डिड नट क्राई जस्ट टु सो कि लुक आई एम स्ट्रङ इनफ टु होल्ड इन माई टियर्स
Mm.
now what happened was दुख्यो so what happened was after that happened lunch break थियो I guess लन्च ब्रेक थियो म गएँ डेयरिङका साथ म कोअर्डिनेटर कहाँ गएँ and I was like this was done by our computer teacher he's a new teacher he's this he did this and then coordinator ल बाबु भन न किन यस्तो गर्यो and I said सरले मलाई हाँस भन्नुभयो म हाँसेँ अनि सरले यस्तो गर्नुभयो and then he's like केही त कारण थियो होला and I said होइन यसरी क्लासमा नहाँस भनेर यस्तो गरेको and I was like and then I was like what भएको थियो so what happened was they complain गरेर के भन्यो तिमी हाँसेर तिमीलाई यस्तो पनिसमेन्ट दियो अरे I'm like but that is not a valid punishment my fingers might have been broken what if my fingers broke right I mean it would have been a 10-9-8 case for the school. होइन त्यो त भालै थियो स्कुललाई. सो द्याट ह्यापन. अनि त्यसपछि के हुन थाल्यो भने आई स्टप्ड कम्प्लेनिङ अबाउट द आई नट से अब्युज बट अबाउट द
Mm,
के भन्ने being bullied by the teachers, because there was no point in
mm,
complaining. There was no point in talking to the higher authorities because higher authorities did not give a damn. And this was defensive हुन थाल्यो कि defensive to a point where we we fellow students also I think got defensive among each other कि केही भइहाल्यो भने यसले थाहा दिनु हुँदैन, केही भइहाल्यो भने हुन्छ नि लाइक ओके वी आर नट इन दिस टुगेदर काइन्ड अफ सलिडारिटी थियो, तर त्यो
mm.
लेभलको सलिडारिटी थिएन कि वी वर ओपन अबाउट इट के. ओपन कहिले हुन्छौँ अब स्कुल सकियो
Okay.
भइसक्यो 13 14 15 वर्ष भइसक्यो, नाउ वी आर ओपनिङ अप. रिमेम्बर व्हेन दिस ह्यापन वाज लाइक या आई वान्टेड टु स्ट्यान्ड अप टु यु बट आई वाज
Oh
स्केयर्ड.
yes.
I'm like, okay, cool. So things like these are coming out now after a long time. Uh, त्यो हुँदा चाहिँ
I wanted to stand up to you, but I couldn't. Okay.
एक्ज्याक्टली. सो त्यो एउटा हुन्छ नि डिससेटिस्फाई हुन साथै इभन इफ वी भोइस्ड आउट we were made to like okay shut up, you're not supposed to voice out, they're your elders, they're your seniors, they know more than you, they have more wisdom because they are teachers. But I'm like shut up, shut
Uh,
down गर्नु लगायो कि. अब फेरि मैले अब अब
okay.
अब तपाईँहरूले भन्नुलाई कि अब अरूले द लिसनर्स माइट चाहिँ ए टिचरको लागि नराम्रो कुरा भन्नु, आई माइसेल्फ एम अ टिचर हो कि. सो या I myself am a teacher. I did not become a teacher so that I can show that seniority to my students. No, no, I became a teacher just to showcase to be empathetic to kids.
Uh, yeah.
It was a counterintuitive thing that I did, that I'm
Mm-hmm.
doing right now. Not just to
You
say
want to be a
this.
teacher.
Yes, yes, go ahead, please.
Yeah, sorry. You want to be a teacher because you want to be a teacher.
Exactly.
You know the meaning of being a teacher. You're there to help one student, to realize, to make them like to realize their full potential okay, as a student. Okay.
Mm-hmm. As a teacher,
Be like
enable
that.
गर्ने हो कि इनेबल गर्ने हो कि झडा खोर्ने होइन कि
Mm,
बिचरालाई पिटिदिने होइन कि होइन. सो या त्यो पनि
you
भएको थियो.
know.
I mean, that was kind of a scary part where just for them to have a sense of seniority, they had to instill fear among us. Yeah.
एउटा कुरा के भन्न I don't know. Can this be the cultural baggage? के भन्दाखेरि social cultural plight, of that time.
Uh huh. Uh
त्यहाँको
huh.
टिचरको their upbringing.
Uh huh.
के भन्छ नि एउटा ट्रमाले like either you learn from trauma and you be a better person or either you be like them.
Mm.
हुन्छ नि so
मलाई त
so यसो
बच्चा
यसो
बेलामा
हेर्दाखेरि like
पिटिएको थियो, मलाई त बच्चा बेलामा टिचरले पिटेको थियो, म त अब रिभेन्ज लिने हो
अँ
मेरो अरू अरू
नभए
बच्चाहरूसँग.
यस्तै त हो नि सोसल कल्चरल लाइक यस्तै त हो नि सोसल कल्चरल यस्तै त हो
Mm-hmm.
नि टिचर भनेको यसरी त
Mm-hmm.
हो नि पिट्ने हुन्छ नि त्यो
Mm-hmm.
त्यो समथिङ विच इज ब्याड बट दे मेक इट सो अभियस किनभने त्यो एकदमै रिपिटेटिभ भएर कि एउटा
Uh-huh.
कल्चरल नर्म नै भइसक्यो जस्तै लाग्दा
Mm-hmm.
त्यो
Mm-hmm.
सोसाइटल फ्याक्टर किनभने अहिले हेऱ्यो भने त अहिले त स्कुलमा यस्तो यस्तो बिहेभियर त जस्टिफाइड छैन अनि हुँदैन पनि नि धेरै धेरै
Exactly. गर्यो भने त रेस्ट्रिकेटेड
अहिलेको
हुन्छ.
अहिलेको
The teachers get restricted if you do that these days. And also,
एक्ज्याक्टली अहिले एकदमै स्ट्रिक्ट छ नि
and also the
सो
fact I
त्यो
think there was the traditional input पनि थियो के भन्छ नि. Traditionally teachers are supposed to be this. Traditionally maybe teachers are supposed to be mean to
अँ
students just to instill fear so that they will listen to us, and that kind of grew on them. That might be a problem. That might be things that we faced. Yeah.
हाम्रो केटी टिचरहरू फिमेल टिचर्सहरू चाहिँ अलि पिट्न चाहिँ पिट्दैन थियो लाइक वी डि नट टक अबाउट फिमेल टिचर्स बिकज मेल टिचर्सहरू चाहिँ आफ्नो लाइक मेल के अरे त्यो सुपिरियोरिटी देखाउनको लागि मेबी अल्फा मेल हुनको लागि स्टुडेन्ट्सहरूलाई थर्काउने
Uh-huh.
डराउने गर्थ्यो तर फिमेल टिचरहरू चाहिँ कुनै कुनै चाहिँ अब प्यासिभ वेमा चाहिँ अलिक कहिलेकाहीँ छुची त हुन्थ्यो तर त्यस्तोसम्मको चाहिँ गर्दैन थियो कि
Mm-hmm.
अलिक हुन्छ नि प्यासिभ प्यासिभ वेमा चाहिँ छुच्ची
Passive
हुन
aggressive.
खोज्ने
Okay.
बायसने
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
प्यासिभ बायसनेस देखाउने होइन
Mm-hmm.
बायस देखाउने अनि त्यस्तो चाहिँ हुन्थ्यो बायस हुने तर एउटा चाहिँ एउटा फनी इन्सिडेन्ट होइन, एउटा बायोलोजिकल लाइक बायोको टिचर थियो होइन,
Mm.
बायोलोजीको। सो एउटा हामीलाई ब्रेन ब्रेनको डायग्राम बनाऊ भनेको थियो होइन, अनि बनायो। सो हाम्रो क्लासमा चाहिँ धेरै मेजोरिटीहरू चाहिँ लाइक सिबिएसई बोर्ड भएर
Mm.
लाइक लाइक के भनौँ, इन्डियन्सहरू थियो होइन धेरै, अनि माइनोरिटी नेपालीहरू थियो होइन।
Mm.
सो तर त्यो क्लास टिचरले चाहिँ नेपालीहरूलाई बढी ऊ गर्ने कि ख्यार ख्यार गर्ने, अलिकति बढी टर्चर गर्ने, अलिकति बढी लाइक हुन्छ नि हेर्ने, इन्सपेक्ट
Mm.
गर्ने।
Mm.
किनभने वी वर इट सेल्फ ब्याड ब्याड फर लाइक देम के, हामी बदमास। हामी नट डिसिप्लिन, हामीले केही गरेकै छैन कि,
Mm.
हामी नट डिसिप्लिन, हामी अनडिसिप्लिन मान्छे अरे होइन,
Mm. Mm.
हामी बदमास रे, हामी चाहिँ अलि मातिएको अरे होइन,
Mm.
कम्पेयर टु दि अदर रेस्ट अफ द स्टुडेन्ट अफ द क्लास।
Mm.
अनि एकजना साथी, 5जना केटा थियो, तिनीहरूलाई 5 पाण्डव भनेर बोलाउँथ्यो। अनि एकजना अर्को साथी थियो होइन, ऊ पनि नेपाली नै थियो, अनि उसलाई चाहिँ त्यही बायसनेस भनेको कि
Mm.
कसरी कसरी इम्ब्यारेस, अहिले सुन्दाखेरि एकदमै हाँस उठ्छ होइन, तर त्यतिखेर
Mm.
उसलाई कति नराम्रो लाग्यो होला कि ब्रेनको डायग्राम बनाऊ भन्यो होइन, बोर्डमा आएर कि व्हाइट
Uh-huh.
बोर्डमा
Uh-huh.
सबैको अगाडि आएर ब्रेनको डायग्राम बनाऊ भन्यो होइन, आयो होइन साथी,
Mm.
केटी साथी आयो, बनायो होइन,
Mm.
तर
Mm.
भित्रबाट अब लेबल पनि गर भन्यो, अब
Mm.
आएन उसलाई,
Uh-huh.
खाली भयो ब्रेन, भित्रको त्यो टाउको चाहिँ बनायो, भित्रको पार्ट चाहिँ छोडिदियो होइन। अनि के भन्यो भन न त्यो टिचरले, राइट, ये मेरा ब्रेन है, ये लिखो ब्रेन।
Oh my God.
सो सो त्यतिखेर कति इम्बारेसिङ भएको होला कि, अहिले सोध्दा हाँस
Mm.
उठ्छ होइन, तर
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
त्यतिसम्मको बायसनेस र प्यासिभ अग्रेसिभनेस देखाउने कि त्यो
Yeah.
ह्युमिलेसन भयो नि एउटा,
Uh-huh.
त्यत्रो
Uh-huh.
40जनाको अगाडि त ह्युमिलेट त गर्यो नि,
Mm. Mm.
हुन्छ नि,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
त्यसको त्यसको कति कस्तो इम्प्रिन्ट भएको होला क्या त्यो मान्छेलाई, त्यो
Also,
प्यासिभ वेमा।
also यही यस्तै एक्जाम्पल अर्को चाहिँ के दिन चाहन्छु भने, सो वी हेभ आवर म्याथ्स क्लासेस राइट, सो वी ह्याड अप्सनल म्याथ्स, अनि एकजना एकदमै एकदमै फ्युज उडेको टिचर थियो क्या हाम्रो, नाम चाहिँ लिनु पर्दैन, फ्युज उडेको टिचर हुनुहुन्थ्यो। सो उहाँले भनेको अलिकति मिलेन भने चाहिँ रिसाएर निस्किदिने क्लासबाट, त्यसपछि नआइदिने, 10-12 दिन नआइदिने क्लासमा होइन। सो सो त्यो बेला भ्याक्टर्सको क्लास भइरहेको थियो, एउटा भ्याक्टर्सको क्लास भइरहेको थियो, भ्याक्टर्स लाइक अनि त्योभन्दा उल्टा भयो भने उल्टा नजाने होइन। सो अङ्कल कम्स इन एन्ड अङ्कल इज लाइक यो भ्याक्टर हो, यो फर्मुला हो, अङ्कलले फर्मुला लेखिदिन्छ बोर्डमा, अनि अङ्कलले मेट्छ। पहिला पहिला के भन्छ हामीलाई, ल सबैजना तिमीहरू कापी बन्द गर, तिमीहरू किताब बन्द गर, सबै अब स्टुडेन्ट ओबिडियन्ट हुनु पर्यो, अब हुन्छ नि, अब बन्द गरे सबैजनाले। एन्ड देन ही basically rubs off the formula. He calls one of my friends up and he's like, Lake formula. My friend being my friend, us being us, it was the first time we saw AB, त्यसको माथि arrow, BC, त्यसको माथि arrow, CD, त्यसको माथि arrow. Now we don't know where the arrow goes. We don't know where goes where. Mistake भयो होइन, mistake भयो. And then this teacher goes, sorry, not teacher, sorry, let's just call teacher off. This uncle goes, तिमीलाई यति पनि आउँदैन, के पढ्छस् तिमीहरू? And then he goes out of class. Does not come for 10 days. Okay, does not come for like 10 days. And then one fine day he comes back to class again. Now what happens is, खै होमवर्क गर्यो तिमीहरूले भन्नु भन्यो होइन। We're like, what homework? And he's like, यो सबै गरेको तिमीहरूले। I'm like, dude, you did not teach us. Dude, we have no clue what you're talking about. And you want us to do homeworks about it. So that happened. And now what happens is, one of the student comes a little late. In lunch break पछि class, he comes in. I don't know what happened after that. So this teacher and a Nepali teacher, they lock us inside the classroom, okay? They take that one student out who was late, beats him up, like beats him up real bad. Slap ka slap. We can hear the slaps, okay? Now what happens is, now we don't know what's happening here, okay? Doors open, the student comes in, sad, face down. Class doesn't happen for the entire 2 more periods. We are confined inside the class because we were locked. One entire period we were locked. This we went back home. Now the thing here is, we were made to be scared of them to a point where we never kind of connected with our teachers. Eh? It was really difficult for us to connect to the teachers in that school. And now, how it affected me was after I passed out from that school and I went to another school. And then these teachers are like, come to us if you have any problems, we'll listen to you. And I'm like, what? You listen to us? What do you mean by you listen to us? And then the teacher is like, hey, you're facing problem in this. You don't understand this diagram. Okay, let's do it again. You'll understand. If this is this, supply भनेको यो demand भनेको यो यस्तो हुन्छ यो यस्तो हुन्छ यो इक्विलिब्रियम पोइन्ट हो सिकाउन आयो बा मलाई मैले सोधेको पनि थिएन टिचरले थाहा पायो कि मलाई आउँदैन थियो टिचरले मलाई सिकाउनु भयो and I'm like, is this special class? Is this special needs class? Or is this how teachers actually behave with students? So that happened, and then that actually opened up an entire, let's say, किनभने एउटा एउटा ब्लक हुन्छ नि एउटा एउटा के भन्छ एउटा आफ्नो सानो एउटा न्यारो माइन्डसेट हुन्छ because we've been so normalized with the said teachers पहिला स्कुलमा when we have a little open teacher where we have some teacher who sings with us, brings a guitar in class, starts singing, and we're like,
Mm.
could not connect because that was not the school of thought we came from. Until that was the time when I felt like, hey, okay, this is how teachers can also be. Teachers can also sing. Teachers can also be friends. Oh wow,
Oh,
Baba,
wow.
it is. So that was like
They
that was eye
that
opening.
school affected you way too much.
Yeah, it did. It did. So opening up to teachers was
Oh.
also pretty difficult for the first year or so, and then yeah, slowly, growing up, bachelor's body, this much master's body, ठट्टाहरू गरियो, बदमासी गरियो, but all in good came on good faith. We had like teachers who actually listened to us, who were
Mm.
actually we had dialogued. We said, okay, this is not right, this is not wrong. किन भयो यस्तो भन्नु? So that was a safe space later on. तर त्योभन्दा अगाडि it was not as
Mm.
safe. So yeah, a lot
Yeah.
of understanding people and understanding teachers and understanding the school we studied at as well. To a point
Have
where I
you?
also want to add something up, Esma, before I would give it to you is so once we had this reunion, okay. So once we had this reunion, and then we were like, okay, because बाटोमै पर्छ, let's एक राउन्ड स्कुलमा छिर्दिउँ न भनेर हामीहरू गयौँ कि
Mm.
and this was mind you 5 years after we passed out from school. So it's all of us, okay, outdress school को premises भित्र. Then we see a few of our teachers, and then one of my friend goes, ओइ स्कुलमा छिरेपछि त कस्तो मन खुलखुलो भएर कस्तो डर पो लाग्न थाल्यो त भन्नुहुन्छ लाइक सेम हियर आई नो राइट mind you, we passed out, okay, we're doing good with our lives, like we were studying our bachelors, but once we stepped inside that compound we were still scared. We still had this sense of, oh my god, are they going to come up and beat us, just the भएको थियो. So yeah, that is just a funny incident I wanted to share. Yes, please go ahead, तिमीले के भन्दै थियौ भर्खरै.
ए सो एउटा कुरा मैले के याद गरेँ भन्दा त्यो स्कुलमा भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ होइन
Mm,
सो बेसिकली त्यो सेफ स्पेसको कुरामा चाहिँ लाइक ओभियसली अब त्यहाँ कति धेरै स्टुडेन्ट्सहरू छ एभ्री स्टुडेन्ट हेज ए डिफ्रेन्ट एबिलिटी टु पर्सिभ टु लर्न टु अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड
mhm,
होइन
mhm,
कसैको 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 क्विक ग्रास्पिङ पावर हुन्छ कसैको
mhm,
अलिकति लेट हुन्छ सबैको माइन्ड एकैचोटि फङ्सन गर्दैन अभियसली
mhm,
लाइक
mhm,
इट्स अ फ्याक्ट राइट इट्स
mhm,
अ फ्याक्ट इट्स अ
mhm,
साइन्टिफिक फ्याक्ट त्यही पनि होइन what I've like seen होइन अनि what I witnessed was कि त्यस्तो स्टेटसमा पुगेको टिचर्सहरूले त यस्तो बेयर मिनिमम कुरा त बुझ्नुपर्ने हो नि आफैले होइन
mhm,
सो वान थिङ द्याट आई डिस्पाइज अबाउट द्याट स्कुल अ लट होइन मोर देन बुलिङ होइन मोर देन एनिथिङ एल्स चाहिँ दे नेभर के अरे दे नेभर हुन्छ नि लाइक दे नेभर अन्डरस्ट्यान्ड के हो कि बुझ्नै नखोजेको हो कि
mhm,
बुझ्न नसक्ने हो कि होइन
mhm,
that they did not understand the fact that every student had or have a different ability to grasp thing based on their
mhm,
own त्यो मेन्टल क्यापासिटी के
Mhm.
अनि अनि त्यो बुझ्दैन थियो होइन अनि अनि राम्रो स्टुडेन्टहरूलाई फेभर र बायस हुन्थ्यो अरू
Mhm.
स्टुडेन्ट इभन द दे वर गुड होइन तिनीहरू दे वर लाइक रिडिक्युल्ड मोस्ट अफ द टाइम
Mhm.
इभन द दो स्टुडेन्ट वर गुड स्टुडेन्ट के एक्जाममा राम्रो गर्थ्यो होला होइन
Mhm.
अब आफ्नै वेमा पढ्थ्यो होला
Mhm.
बट द फ्याक्ट वाज लाइक दे वर नट एप्रिसिएटेड त्यो
Mhm.
त्यो एउटा कुरा चाहिँ आई रियली डिस्पाइज इन अ स्कुल अनि स्कुल सुड लाइक ह्याभ त्यो बेसिक त्यो अन्डरस्ट्यान्डिङ एउटा टिचरमा बिल्ड गर्नुपर्ने हुन्छ
Mhm. Mhm.
र त्यो भयो त यसको एउटा इक्जाम्पल कसरी मलाई ट्रिगर भयो भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ आई वाज इन क्लास 11 अनि
Mhm.
सो देयर वाज दिस ब्रदर टिचर ब्रदर आई वुड लाइक कल हिम एज अ ब्रदर तिमीले
Mhm.
अङ्कल भने जस्तै मलाई ब्रदर भन्न मन लाग्यो किन थाहा भएन सो दिस ब्रदर सो दिस ब्रदर सो इकोनोमिक्स ब्रदर होइन
Mhm.
एन्ड देन सो आउँथ्यो अनि हि युज टु लाइक रिड फ्रम द बुक होइन अब अभियसली पे अटेन्सन त गरेको छु पढिरहेको छु होइन अनि पढ्ने होइन पढ्ने अनि त्यसपछि अनि पढाएको 5 मिनटमा पोइन्ट गरेर अनि मलाई उठाएर सोध् त्यसलाई मैले भन्दा भर्खरै के भनेको भनेर एक्सप्लेन गर भन्ने कि
Mhm.
फर्स्ट त अब भन्ने मान्छेले भन्छ होइन आइम नट लाइक
Mhm.
डिनाइङ इट होइन म
Mhm.
भन्न सकिनँ
Mhm.
सकिनँ मैले किनकि
Mhm.
त्यसरी मेरो माइन्ड फङ्सन गर्दैन म डराएँ मैले
Mhm.
बुझ्न सकिनँ म बुझिरहेको छु कि आई नो
Mhm. Mhm.
वाट इज दिस होइन बट आई एम नट इन अ पोजिसन टु एक्चुली एन्सर इन फ्रन्ट अफ क्लास अनि स्पेसली एट द
Uh-huh.
टाइम वेन यु लाइक वेन यु पोइन्टेड मी के इन्टिमिडेसन
Mhm.
हुन्छ नि अनि
Mhm.
एभ्री टाइम चाहिँ होइन उसले मलाई चाहिँ त्यही क्लासमा होइन जानी जानी उसले मलाई एभ्री सिङ्गल टाइम पोइन्ट गरेर उठाएर अनि एन्सर दिएन भने फुल क्लास उभ्याएर राख्ने कि 11
Mhm.
क्लासको स्टुडेन्टलाई के सो
Mhm.
सो अनि फर समबडी जो अनि इट वाज अ त्यो 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 ब्रदर उहाँ चाहिँ होइन उहाँ चाहिँ लाइक एउटा ठुलो युनिभर्सिटीमै पढाउने रहेछ क्या लाइक इन्जिनियरिङ
Mhm.
युनिभर्सिटीमै पढाउने
Mhm.
एउटा प्रोफेसर नै रहेछ इन अ वे होइन
Mhm.
अनि but the fact that I don't know, he liked bullying. Maybe that's his way of like त्यो भित्रको internal satisfaction पाउने होला कि अरूलाई
Mhm.
humiliate गरेर कि त मान्छेको like हुन्छ नि like त्यो भित्रको like they don't understand like how can isn't like something for a teacher to understand that every student is different every student has a
Mhm.
different like different potential and like different grasping mechanism पढ्ने बित्तिकै लाइक बुकिस के के त्यो फोटोग्राफिक मेमोरी हुँदैन नि सो थिङ्स लाइक द्याट was something that our school like lacked and I don't know I hope they have that now because if not then like they're never going to flourish because they're not never going to make एउटा स्टुडेन्टलाई फुलफिलिङ त्यो गर्नै सकिँदैन के because that त्यो हुनै सक्दैन so that's what it I have a I mean के भनौँ मलाई एकदमै त्यो मन पर्दैन I am
Mhm.
out of words but like it's like really emotional thing त्यो
Mhm.
त्यो हुनै पर्छ त्यो everybody they should understand the mind of people
Okay,
which
so
they do not
ye kurama what I want to add up is because I'm teaching as well.
mm,
I teach a little higher
mm,
level than the
mm,
schools that we went to. So
mm.
one fine day, I just asked a few of my students, "How many of you came from the said school?" Bhanera, हैन?
Uh,
Then
uh,
few hands were raised, and then I took
uh,
a name of a teacher, like very babal teacher, babal teacher. Ki
uh,
if we see him, we used to run away from him. Not run away. If we see
mm.
him about turn गरेर हामी march गरेर जान्थ्यो कि. So it's like अझै पनि do you guys still do that भनेर सोधेँ मैले and all of the students were like yes sir we still do that I mean we still did that till last year I'm like are you kidding me
oh,
are you
I
shitting
did that
me
too. Shit, I did that too. Rant
right
लिएर जाने होइन
uh,
so that I don't have to confront के अरे
exactly
उहाँलाई चाहिँ confront गर्नु नपरोस् भनेर आरामले कि
exactly
guilty mind के we didn't even do anything wrong we were just like
mm-hmm.
walking normal
Mm-hmm.
course walk गरिरहेको छ अचानकसँग त्यो देखेको छ you know what we are not in the mood to confront them
yeah
they
yeah
might ask us
true
question why because the army rule हुन्छ नि dictatorship
uh-huh.
जस्तै कि like you can question like passport देखाऊ show me your passport oh you don't have a passport you know
where is
what
your ID
you're going
card
to be detained
where is your ID card why isn't your ID card in your car why is your ID card in your pocket like
so yeah
ID card
त्यो त हामीले पनि गर्थ्यौँ literally class 12 सम्मै गर्यो
mm-hmm. Yeah, so
oh my
exactly. I
goodness
mean, it's still happening right now. It's an entire generation, all right? Entire एउटा generation सकिसक्यो भनेर भन्न मिल्छ किनभने म स्कुलमा थिएँ, त्यो स्कुलबाट म पास आउट भएर अब म पढाइरहेको छु होइन अर्को स्कुलमा। तर म पढाइरहेको छु, जब म मेरो स्टुडेन्टहरूलाई सोध्छु कि तिमीहरू त्यो स्कुलमा को पढेको छौ भनेर, अनि त्यो इक्जाम्पल दिएपछि दे लाइक इट्स स्टिल द सेम भनेपछि, कम अन द्याट मिन्स maybe it has grown in one side of life, but it has still not grown out of its shell. That's what I want to say. Not saying that now would I go back to the school and study or teach? No, thank you. No, thank you, because फुटबल खेल्नुलाई पनि
So
फुटबल खेल्ने पनि जुत्ता
I was
खोलेर
just
फुटबल
like,
खेल्नु पर्थ्यो। अनि ग्राउन्ड थियो होइन, ग्राउन्ड थियो होइन, ग्राउन्ड थियो है। स्पोर्ट्स पिरियड हुन्थ्यो, हप्ताको एकचोटि हुन्थ्यो होइन, तर हप्ताको एकचोटि भयो भने महिनामा हार्डली वी वुड प्ले फुटबल ट्वाइस, बिकज नम्बर एक, कि त केमिस्ट्री टिचर कि त म्याथ टिचर त्यो एक्स्ट्रा स्पोर्ट्स पिरियड लिइदिन्थ्यो बिकज कोर्स सकेको थिएन भनेर होइन। अनि जुन दिन खेल्न पाउँथ्यो फुटबल त्यो बेला चाहिँ जुत्ता खोलेर मोजा खोलेर खेल्नु पर्थ्यो फुटबल, बिकज त्यो घाँस बिग्रिन्छ अरे कि होइन। ल ठिकै छ, स्पोर्ट्स क्लास हुँदा त स्पोर्ट्स क्लास
that's what my mother did. घरमा you know what she did? घाँस बिग्रिन्छ भनेर मेरो घरको दुईजना कुकुरहरूलाई घाँसमा जान नदिएर यत्रो ठुलो बारले रोकेको के, so that the dog wouldn't be able to go घाँसमा just to do their business भनेर she literally blocked the door के।
wow.
My mother did that. Yeah, त्यही हो.
Yeah,
That's what
so
they did in the school too.
yeah, I mean that was pretty. I don't know. It's like it's there, but you don't get
So
to
did
use
you
it.
remove your shoes and played?
Yeah, we did.
Did you
Okay.
remove?
Yes, we did. Also. Okay.
Did
Fun
you
fact.
did you feel street like street type को feel आयो हुन्छ नि kids running with the ball street type को like
I
oh look
mean,
at us.
at least street football was better. Okay, because we could wear our shoes. Anyways, no. Okay. Now I remember an incident. So this was when we were in class. I think 6 7. I forgot. So we were playing football. Okay. हिलो थियो बिकज अलिअलि रेनी सिजन थियो होइन। बच्चाहरू फुटबल खेल्छन्, लड्छन् होइन, प्यान्टभरि हिलो लाग्छ, राइट। लाग्यो, कारणवश लाग्यो, किनभने हामी खेलकुद गरिरहेको थियौँ, खेलकुद गर्दा हिलोहरू लाग्यो। अब क्लास जान्छौँ हामी। नाउ वाट ह्यापन्स नेक्स्ट इज द डिसिप्लिन इन्चार्ज कम्स ओभर एन्ड सेज, okay, did you guys have your sports class right now? Sports class, yes. Okay, get up, boys. How many of you played football? Get up. We got up. And then this guy actually checks our buttocks, our के भन्छ यो pants, and it's like dirty. He takes all of us out, okay? Now next day what happens is assembly पछि we were made to clean up the basketball court.
Why?
Just because we played sports during our sports class, they made us clean the basketball court. I mean, like, how does that even make sense? It's like,
So what did you do? How did you clean the basketball? के गर्यो त्यहाँ?
no, we got त्यो झाडु हुन्छ नि, त्यो
What
त्यो
was there to
स्पाइक वाला
uh uh
ठुलो we just had to clean that up.
कुच्चो
We had to
कुच्चो
clean, yes, kutsu.
ए
No,
ए okay.
not the fluffy wala kutsu, not the like, not the
मैले बुझेँ
the
मैले
other
बुझेँ
one, the त्यो पानी छ्यापेर गर्नेवाला कि त्यो हेराफेरीमा गर्छ नि परिस्रा गर्नेवाला। सो या, सो त्यो गर्नु लगायो होइन, and then we were thinking, we were processing, okay, what did we do that we were made to do this. So that happened. Maybe disciplinary whatever is there. तर तिमीले भनेको जस्तो arbitrary rule भनेको जस्तो कि it's right there and then and there भने जस्तो होइन। सो या त्यही हो। सो या, अब यो ऱ्यान्ट गर्दै गयो भने त अब यो ऱ्यान्ट अझै बढ्दै बढ्दै जान्छ होइन। सो बिफोर वी एन्ड, प्लिज गो हेड विथ योर के अरे काङ्गियो कपाल वाट थिङ, प्लिज गो हेड विथ द्याट
Oh yeah,
एक्सपिरियन्स
yeah.
and then
French
फ्रेन्च
bear,
ब्रेड
French
ब्रेड
French braid. See,
यस।
जस्तै केटाहरूलाई चाहिँ लाइक तिम्रो त्यो पिट्ने एक्सपिरियन्स लाइक ट्रमाटाइज भयो नि तिमी पिटाइहरू खाएर, जस्तै लाइक केटीहरूलाई चाहिँ बेसिकली लाइक उनीहरूलाई टर्चर गर्ने भनेको चाहिँ त्यही ड्रेसहरूको कुराले गर्दाखेरि के। सो बेसिकली आई हेभ अ कर्ली हेयर होइन, सो अभियसली लाइक स्ट्रेट हेयर भन्दा फ्रिजी हुन्छ अनि सो अनि सो यु हेभ टु मेक इट निट होइन। अनि बेसिकली हाम्रो स्कुलमा चाहिँ त्यो कपाल बाट्नु पर्ने हुन्छ कि छोड्न अलाउड हुँदैन।
Mm.
मैले चाहिँ just to make it neat, I did a French braid हुन्छ नि,
Uh-huh.
त्यसलाई चाहिँ नेपालीमा माछा काडे भन्छ कि,
Mm-mm.
माथिबाट नै बाट्दै जाने हो कि.
Mm-mm.
सो नर्मल ब्रेड चाहिँ खालि तलबाट मात्रै नर्मल एउटा चुल्ठो बाट्ने हो.
Uh-huh.
फ्रेन्च ब्रेड चाहिँ माथिबाट तालुबाट स्कलबाट बाट्दै जान्छ. सो वाइ डु आई
Mm-mm.
प्रिफर द्याट? इट्स बिकज इट किप्स माई लाइक it makes me look neat,
Mm-mm.
considering the fact that I have a super curly hair, you know.
Mm-mm.
And I was in class 11.
Mm.
So all good, well dressed, neat, skirt, knee length, everything perfect, you know,
Mm-mm.
no gazal, nothing.
Mm.
Good obedient student, obviously, because well,
Mm.
I don't want to like be tortured.
Uh-huh.
Ani like line boy check bhairako cha haina,
Mm-mm.
nail cut, everything clean, because
Uh-huh.
well, no, I don't want to be tortured, no, I
Mm-mm.
don't want to be bullied.
Mm-hmm.
So I rather be ugly than be bullied. So अनि त्यसपछि अनि गई अनि लाइक क्लास एसेम्ब्ली सक्यो आफ्टर 20 minutes को प्रेयर, यु नो हाउ इट गोज.
Mm-mm.
त्यो हाफ कहिले हाफ एन आवर पनि चल्छ त्यो घाममा. अनि
Yes.
गइरहेको थियो, चेकिङ भइरहेको थियो. आई वाज क्लिन, आई न्यू द्याट आई डिडन्ट ह्याभ टु फियर एनिथिङ होइन.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
बट देन अगाडि गइरहेको छु, दे डिडन्ट इभन चेक मी के.
Mm.
चेक गर्ने टिचरले मलाई निकालेको छैन कि. आइम लाइक
Mm. Mm.
गोइङ के, आइम अलमोस्ट लाइक म करिडोरमा पुग्न लागिसकेँ होइन.
Mm-mm.
पछाडिबाट a sister. I wouldn't obviously name her. Sister. Sister. When I say sister, I didn't mean none lah. It's just
Okay.
sister.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So, a sister. She just came and then sister pulled my hair. के पछाडि बोल्नु मेरो चुल्ठा तानेर मलाई करिडोरबाट बाहिर निकालेको के. And I was like in the shock and I was taken aback. Like के भइरहेछ मसँग भनेर म
Mm-mm.
obviously त्यो पछाडिबाट डराए like
Uh-huh.
you know
Uh-huh.
like I'm like flabbergasted like what's
Uh-huh.
happening हुन्छ नि like अनि यस्तो तान्यो यस्तो हेर्छु अनि मलाई त्यो पोडियमको साइडमा राख्यो कि. अनि I was allowed to leave होइन. चेकिङ
Mm.
गरेको टिचरले मलाई छोडिदिइरहेको छ. ऊ
Mm.
चेकिङ नगरेको टिचरले मलाई पछाडिबाट आएर म अगाडि गइसकेको मान्छेलाई मेरो कपालको चुल्टो तानेर पछाडि लिएर आएको. अनि
Mm.
आई आस्क why did you pull my hair होइन.
Mm.
So when I ask her the question why did you pull my hair, that's not a way भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ I am being disrespectful,
Mm.
therefore I have to be detained रे, because I asked a question and I'm not supposed to have that hairstyle. And I told her like you never said that it's not allowed. I've been doing this since like so many like months. It
Mm.
makes me look like it makes my hair look neat on that. Say
Mm.
no, this is too fancy. Are you here to showcase एकदमै त्यो हुन्छ नि पर्सनल लाइक तिमी केटा राम्री बनेर आउन खोजेको, it's just too
Mm.
fancy. That's
Mm.
not how it works भन्यो अनि मलाई चाहिँ अनि डिटेन गरिदियो. So just because of that stupid reason I was
Mm-hmm.
made to like हुन्छ नि I missed my like 4 classes के. त्यो फर्स्ट हाफसम्म मलाई लाइब्रेरीमै राखिदियो कि.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Literally why, because I questioned why did you
Mm.
pull my hair.
Mm.
अनि like and if they're so concerned about like the policies about the hair, about the
Mm-hmm.
dress, they should have a written rule, okay, written rules and policies, and which should be pasted in front of the door,
Mm.
like so that at least okay, so that you can question based on that. Like not
Mm.
within the end mother they can just like torture, or they can just like make any rule they want based on their own satisfaction. If you
Mm.
want to, okay na आज म यो केटीलाई सताउँछु, you know why, because
Mm.
well I just want to, because I'm
Mm.
just in a mood भनेर त.
Uh-huh.
So that was unfair. That was one of my worst experience in that school ever.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
It was like I was really hurt.
Mm.
I felt really bad because I was literally like I was के भन्छ battery हो, it's an assault. If
Mm-hmm.
legally quote गरे पनि it's an assault.
Mm.
हुन्छ नि, humiliation, assault, everything combined.
Mm-hmm.
Plus I was not allowed to attend my classes. I missed my classes. I was a student of class 12, like class 12 को विद्यार्थी म.
Mm.
लाइब्रेरीमा डिटेन गर्छ किन. And then they made me write an application. For
Mm.
what? Because I questioned. They made me apologize.
Mm.
And then finally like they were पुग्यो होला ego trip, so they was like okay now
Mm.
you finally can go to school. Okay, that was the day
Mm.
I literally wanted to cry. Okay, like I felt so
Mm.
हुन्छ नि, that was it. Okay, that was the first and the last, that was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
त्यसपछि मैले सोचे कि ever in the future if I ever be famous and if they want to call me as an alumni and they want to give me a speech, you know what, I'm never going to go there again,
Or you
because
can do
they've hurt
one
me like
better.
two
Or
incident
you
they
could
got.
do one
what
better.
what
You
what
could go to school and be like, do you know what did this school your teacher did to me?
Yeah, May yeah, could be. So yeah, so that's like one of the back. एउटा त्यो experience अनि अर्को चाहिँ त्यही त्यो economics brotherले जानी जानी उठाउने के थाहा छ
Mm-mm.
भन्न सक्दैन 5 2 मिनटको the same like your त्यो बोर्डवाला incident
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
जानी
Yeah.
जानी उठाएर हरास गर्न खोज्ने कि अनि पुरा
Mm,
क्लास उभाउने कि so
mm,
that two so yeah so that was like that and the third one at the day
mm.
they never considered these students हुन्छ नि coming from different background different mindset different ability to हुन्छ नि perceive things
Mhm.
learning mechanism त्यो पनि
Yeah.
like एकदमै के like obsolete के redundant they didn't even care about it they just want that number okay I don't know what if they were running a school or a okay like a corporation like
Mm.
हुन्छ नि oh I just need number I don't care I need number
Yeah.
वाला
It was kind of like that because I still remember हाम्रो भन्दा एक ब्याच अगाडि चाहिँ no second divisions, like everyone distinction, 21% distinction and the remaining first division. So we had a lot of pressure. And because it was the SLCs, we had a lot of pressure to not tarnish the image of the school. We were not let to participate in the investiture ceremony. We were not let to participate in the annual function. We were not let to participate in any events. All right.
that's so
It's
sad.
so draining. And at the same time, we had extra classes till 7 p.m.
Hey, we had that too. Oh, matter of fact, I don't know, but somehow I like that. The food were delicious.
Oh, we had a fight about food as well because we would find some inedible stuff in food at times.
Hey,
So
okay.
we kind of
Yeah,
had a
मेरो
fight
time
as well.
चाहिँ loved food. The day there was samosa or chole bhatura, we were
You
like, oh my
wait,
goodness.
what? You had
Yeah,
samosas and chola bhaturas.
for
We used to
snacks. That
get
was not for lunch.
we used to get aloo chop in two bread. Okay.
No, we got chola bhatura. Oh my goodness, that used to be the best. Like it's like, oh my goodness, today samosa, chola bhatura, aloo tikki. The food was so delicious. त्यही भने त catch point भनेकै खाना थियो कि extra
Oh my
classes को.
god.
It was so yummy.
So that means because
It
of
was nice.
because of our reforms, you got good food later on.
Yeah. त्यो एउटा थियो.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
त्यही that was that like loved food.
Mhm.
Like यस्तो हेऱ्यो भने experienced teacher त्यस्तै थियो तर in the end of the day कि like I studied in that same school from class 6 to class 12 के like
Uh-huh,
a school
uh-huh.
kid के
Mhm,
like
mhm,
I was in the same environment same space होइन
mhm, mhm,
त्यो apart from few incidents जो अहिले मैले जुन यता भने apart from that like in the end like त्यो साथीहरूसँग it was fun के I
mhm,
remember one of my friend telling me कि because त्यो स्कुलको environment यस्तो toxic थियो कि we had one another कि हामीसँग खालि साथीहरू मात्रै थियो कि we were so
mhm,
suppressed that we had to be in unity के त्यो हामी चाहिँ
mhm,
युनिटीमा
mhm,
थियो क्या जहिले पनि we were like
mhm, mhm.
एकदमै solidarity देखाउँथ्यो कि साथीहरू
Uh-uh.
चाहिँ basically
Mm,
because we had to
mm.
because we're already oppressed के त्यो higher authority मलाई किन कस्तो like त्यो त्यो पहिला त्यो फ्रेन्च रेभोल्युसन जस्तै लागिरहेको like oppressor अनि oppressed मान्छेले चाहिँ आवाज उठायो भने चाहिँ त्यो टेररिस्ट भनेर डिटेन गरिदिने etc it's just like I don't know if that
Uh,
analogy makes sense but yeah whatever
yeah. So if we
but
keep on
yeah
talking
it
about
was
this, yeah, if we keep on talking about this, we can go for hours and hours.
oh yeah
With
obviously it's
this,
school.
yeah, of course. With this, thank you so
Hey,
much.
one last question. Wait, I
Yes,
have a
please.
small question for you.
Yes, yes.
एउटा कोही टिचर थियो जो भए पनि out of all that dark side and dark place a small ray of hope केही
Yes,
थियो कोही थियो
yes. We,
exactly
I
so why
had,
not
I had one English
yeah
teacher.
exactly
I
so
would
how
not.
did we
I
even
think, I
miss
think, I
that
think it's the same English teacher. I think you would know him. Someone was interested in music. All right. He used to
okay
bring
wait
us.
wait
He
wait
used
wait
to he used to actually
was he
tell us.
short
Yes, he was
was
short.
he short was
Yes,
he short
very
I
inspirational guy.
think I know okay
Super
wait
inspirational
wait
guy.
wait I have to tell something about him
Yeah.
this sir was the same person जब Mike I think if we're talking about the same English teacher then this English teacher actually Michael Jackson को जब death भएको थियो नि
Uh huh.
like for a week के
Mm.
like we had a proper त्यो Michael Jackson को श्रद्धाञ्जलीको लागि
Mm.
त्यो एसेम्ब्लीमा जुन हाम्रो पोडियम हुन्छ नि त्यसको
Uh.
साइडमा वी ह्याड लाइक त्यो धूप अगर वी ह्याड माइकल ज्याक्सनको फोटो एन्ड देन वी ह्याड लाइक धूप फ्लावर्स We had that for a weekend, and it was
Okay.
his initiation. He made that happen. If you're talking about the same teacher, and
I
I think we are
feel,
talking
I
about the
feel, I
same
feel we're
teacher.
talking about the same teacher, yeah. And also, it was a very
Short. Okay.
religious school. So Dhoop in front of Michael Jackson's photo makes sense. Yeah, yeah. I mean, he was someone who used to at least
No,
make a
it was like
conversation, Nita, about Unsani. Like he was
uh
someone
uh
who
uh.
used to make conversation about, okay, so what are the cartoons you watch? I was like, bro, cartoons? Other teacher just scolded us saying that we were watching cartoons yesterday. Because we played Pokemon Tazos right now, it was seized. And you're asking if you know what Pikachu is, or if Pikachu is going to evolve tomorrow. So yeah, I think
Oh
it's the
yeah,
same
so
teacher we're talking about. So yeah, I
yeah,
mean, yeah,
yes.
he was in entirety, he was the only teacher that I would look up to. I still do,
Mm.
because he was
Mm-hmm.
someone who actually tried to understand what's going on with the students. He
Yeah.
used to talk. At least he used to make an effort to talk to us.
I remember about the teacher. मैले मेरो class 12 मा title bookworm को पाएको थिएँ कि, because I used to
Okay.
read a lot of like books के library books,
Uh
etc
huh.
etc. So I got a title as bookworm कि. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so because I was a reader and I read a lot.
Mm-hmm.
अनि once एकचोटि चाहिँ like the library जाने बेलामा he caught me होइन, and he made a conversation with me. I still remember he asked me, nobody asked that kid before. And I had this book, the name of the book was The Present one. It was a philosophical book. Okay? Like it
Mm-hmm.
was like basically it was not fiction, it was not fact, it was basically written by a professor, and it had to do with philosophy of life. Okay? नाम
Mm-hmm.
में The Present okay, the book को. And
Mm-hmm.
he was like, what's in your hand, Niyati भन्यो क्या. Like I was like, it's a book. And he was the first person ever in the school who actually made a conversation about the kind of book that I like, what kind
Mm-hmm.
of book that I'm into it,
Mm-hmm.
and what kind of book I like, and why is it that I like reading such books भनेर के. He
Mm.
actually like, and it was like a कस्तो भने त्यो passerby conversation के. And
Uh-huh.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was
Yeah.
nice. So I still remember him. So like he
Mm-hmm.
never taught me though. कहिले पनि पढाएन मलाई,
Ew.
किनकि I was in a
Okay.
different, yeah, CBSE batch. So never. He was like
Uh,
SLC को लागि, but he still knew me because well,
okay.
people knew me. So अनि so त्यही भएर मलाई एकदमै मनपर्छ. I think we're talking about the same teacher if that's it. So I don't know,
Yes,
just
yes. I
the
feel
दुईटा
like
कुरा
I
मिल्यो नि,
because
music
because
अनि
because
trying
I
to,
feel like he's the teacher we're talking about. Yeah. With
yeah.
this with
So
this
yes, see,
yes,
hmm.
please. You'd want to say some last words.
Oh, nothing. Like, I just want to say that even though we were bullied, maybe because of their own problem, because we were perfect as always. But we had a nice time in the school. Like, I had an amazing time. Like, भन्नु हो भने साथीहरूसँग,
Mm-hmm.
like with my friends, okay, basically,
Uh-huh.
like भने नि solidarity अनि suppressed
Mm-hmm.
अनि जाग्नु पर्ने, एकअर्कालाई हुनुपर्ने. So
Mm-hmm.
त्यस्तो विधि पनि नराम्रो थिएन, तर नराम्रो थियो.
Mm-hmm.
चेन्ज नहुनुपर्छ, if not us then who, होइन, कुरा नगरिकन. Like now we can like talk all about it, because
Yeah.
then we're not going to get detained just because we ask a question.
True. Very true. And we are
So
adults now. No more kids.
yeah, yeah, we're adults. We are professionals.
Yeah, yeah.
But we're still scared. But तिम्रो साथीले भने जस्तै त्यो स्कुलमा गएर फेरि मेरो मुटु अलिअलि काम्न लागिरहेको छ यार.
Yeah. With this, thank you so much, Niyati.
Yeah,
Thank you so much for
yeah.
joining in for
You're
this
welcome.
conversation, a conversation about ranting during our school times. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you for having me. I mean, it was nice talking to a fellow alumni. Alumni to हुने होइन
Alumni,
हामी.
yeah, alumni. Oh, alumni
Yeah,
bonodials. All right.
alumni.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
talking about thing, and yeah, it was nice. I had an amazing time.
Yeah.
It
Thank
was
you so
fun,
much.
basically.
With this
Yeah.
episode number 33, Ke Chha Ta podcast. And if you want to give it a listen, you can go give a listen to The Complicated Idiot. You can find her on Google Podcasts and anywhere you'll find podcasts. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you for listening. Bye bye.